Yo, yo, yo. Back again. Let's go. Get your swing oil, folks. Where we at? CBC in the house. What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube?
Why is mine so much lower than yours?
I got water in here, man. Come on, you know this. Yours is pure freaking octane.
You did bring the apple juice up here for a little refill because tonight's going to be freaking spicy. I think so. We got some information a little bit later. Yeah. We have the information confirmed through 3 different sources on what's going on with the rule change for the ACO.
That's going to come a little bit later, folks. So. Got a couple things to talk about. Welcome back, man. Happy Thursday.
Yeah.
Happy Thursday, CBC family. What's up, man?
Hey,
it's been a good week.
You're going to need to watch the chat on Facebook.
I've got the chat, guys. So,
on Facebook?
Yep, okay. I got it up right here. Somebody pop in here, say something in the Facebook chat. Let's make sure that
our volume
you guys can hear us and that we got your chat log moving. I don't see anything yet. Somebody say, what's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook?
Either one. Before we continue, we got to verify.
Yeah, I got to verify what's going on in here. I don't see anything. There's Curtis Amos. What's up, boys? Just saw that guy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just saw that guy, man.
What else we got? You're going to have to be on that because you're not usually
Jeff
on
McIntosh in here, man. Matthew Marty says, what's up?
Let's go,
Derek
dude. We got some people.
Works. Dylan Burris says, let's get it, dude. Dylan Burris is fired up all the time. That dude is a freaking, I don't know if he's got like an alert on his phone for a live cornhole video, but I don't think he's missed a live cornhole video from anybody. I think he's got like 4 phones. He runs everything at one time. He's just
Dylan, thanks for the support, brother. That's what I'm talking about,
You're welcome, Bill. You're welcome.
Freaking dude. Don't even try me.
Got him. What up, Matt? Matt Hardberger in here, man.
Hey,
Hardbarger, maybe? I don't know. It's either Hardbarger or Hardbarger.
I think it's Hardbarger. That's
Sounds
what I would
good
say.
To me.
Yeah, I like it when you say barger.
Yep. Follow the YouTube, folks.
Yeah, it just popped up there. I want to make sure you guys, we're live on YouTube and we're live on Facebook right now. I want to kind of grow our YouTube channel and stuff like that. So we're really trying to kind of push that a little bit right now. Got a lot of good content coming out on that. I think just this week we uploaded 3 or 4 videos. We got Austin Thomas in. We got Josie Claire, Jody Thurman. Yeah, those
Ron
games
Wilson.
are on there. Ron Wilson, Hatfield's on there.
Doug McClure.
Yeah,
some great games on the YouTube, guys. If you want to go watch some stuff from the Kentucky State Championships, that's a lot of the content that's on there right now. We pulled that stuff and more stuff coming in the future. And I know everybody's worried about the Jeremiah Ellis video, the interview. It is coming.
It's coming.
We gave you the teaser last week.
I'm trying to
in the editing process.
Increase my editing skills before we pop that one up, right? Because my editing skills are subpar right now, but I am learning, and we're getting a little bit better at it. So we'll be okay.
What's up, Nick Utley? What's up, Bryce?
That's what I'm talking about.
What's going on, guys? Let's go. All right, Bill. What's up?
Let's move on to the winner circle.
Whipping
real
that
quick.
winner circle around.
Yeah. Bryce Jefferson in here.
Oh yeah, he's in here.
Boom, my man, number 1 right there, dude.
Son. Bryce Jefferson, top left. CBC Carbon's there at the MNC. I believe it was the. I don't know if it was the Wednesday or the Sunday night version of MNC. There's a lot of them now.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it was. I don't know, but he took the dub, I think, over there. I like Bryce. He's got his cool shades on, man. Got his hat on, just sitting there throwing some bags and winning. So he took a first place. To the right of that, we got our boy Chase Puckett sitting there, right?
Yeah, with Miles McClendon, man. And you know what's crazy, Bill, is we get people to send in your podium picks. Out of the 6 we have this week sent in, 5 of them are first place. So if you ain't throwing CBC, folks, I mean, you ain't just making the podium. You're out here winning, man. We're holding up one finger at a time out here at CBC.
Let's
Love to see it, man. And then that's just our support from the players is awesome, and we are lucky to have great players throwing what we think are great bags. You know what I mean? And we just appreciate the support and the pictures we're getting in, folks. So if you hit a podium, send it in.
Please send
it in.
At
some point, the winner's circle might be too long for the podcast, folks.
We're only going to be able to do first places, which it may be too long at that point, too.
I think we got one more little. Who we got? Oh, Daniel Clemens down there. And, guys, little story on Daniel Clemens down there on the right. He had those bags for, 4 days, Bill?
Yeah, I know.
4 or 5 days, and this guy wins
We made
first
those
place.
this week, I think, and
no
sent them out this
CBC
week.
break-in on them, right? They were just a regular set of bags.
Yeah.
He got them broken in, ready to go. The CBC Phoenixes, 6'9" bag, folks. Bag thrown by Gary Bearpaw, Stacy Van Gilder, Chase Puckett, Megan Puckett, thrown by DJ Long, Shane Fretwell at Worlds. I mean, it's a good bag, man.
He won.
Yeah, he won right off
that's
the
legit.
rip.
Dude, some of these people got some big cash in their freaking hands.
Chip Garrett in the chat. What up, man? Matt says he needs to grab some bags. Matt, hit us up,
Let's
buddy.
go. Look at all that cash, dude.
Yeah,
that had to be airmail challenge, right?
Yeah, he said
dude.
small pipe airmail challenge.
Yeah.
Also throwing the Phoenixes, son.
Let's go,
Miles
dude.
McClendon rips it. He said $6.70 a bag.
Oh, really?
Getting after it. So that hadn't been hit in a hot minute. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's a payday right
Underneath that, Bill, I mean, third place, and what bags are they throwing? How many times you got to
Phoenixes,
say
yeah,
it?
we got a lot of
Jeez,
Phoenixes
son.
out there. Jeez.
This Phoenix bag, man. And we're about to be known as a carpet bag company, but I mean,
think so, yeah.
Sorry, our fast bag's so good.
Hey, when you have one good fast bag, that's all you really need,
That's all you need, man. It covers all the ground.
All right, let's get on to we got some good stuff coming up here. Some events coming on. Bags on the Ohio Cornhole Tournament here, sponsored by 270 and Lucky's. That's going to be this Sunday. We were supposed to go, didn't work out. We had a little bit of scheduling conflict and stuff, so we can't make it. But if you guys, went to Worlds, anything like that, it's at the Owensboro Convention Center. Make sure you show up to that. It has first place, $1,000 guaranteed. Is what
and
they got
small
there,
thing on here, I know it says doors open at 10, bags fly at 11. I saw an update today, Bill, on the Facebook. It's actually moved back 1 hour. Doors open at 11. Tournament starts at noon.
Gotcha.
So just for anybody who's going up there and doesn't have that information yet, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Just want to let
60 per
know.
team. What was that for walk up? 80 for walk up.
Yeah,
per
and
team,
I didn't even check on it, but I think they were real close to 50 teams, maybe more. I would check on it, but I got the chat going on over here.
Yeah, so over 100 players and stuff like that.
Yeah, what's up, chat?
Yeah, you want me to look at the chat?
I got it. We're good right here. I haven't missed a thing, man. Zach Rush in here.
That's what
CBC Team Elite right there.
I wish
Zach
I could
Rush.
get my chat up on this screen. All right, I
Bill's a little flustered, guys.
Yeah, I'm not happy today. I'm not happy.
Bill, go to the second flyer.
Sorry,
it's all right.
my bad.
Let's go. All right, guys. This is a benefit tournament sent in to us by Tommy Bandana Man. Got a good friend here. They're doing a benefit tournament for in Kirksey. I believe that's at Russell Tabors' Mega Dome or whatever we would like to call Russell Tabors' amazing establishment he has over there in Kirksey, Kentucky. Like it says, 19 August, guys. Registration at 9. Bags fly at 10. Russell Table's probably in there throwing bags at 7 a.m. Don't show up at that time, folks. I'm just letting you know. I mean, he's in there early. We showed up early.
He's there. Yeah, we showed up early. He was already in there, ready to go. So great benefit tournament right there, guys. Like it says, $20 a person per tournament. I think they're going to try to run as many as they can in there. Get that pot up. I think they have some things raffling out as well. So show up to that, guys. Support those people. We love those people. Okay. Are we ready?
Mike Martin, what's up? He said faith and family. Love it, guys. That's right. Faith, family, floor baggers. If you're an average player, faith, family, and floor baggers. Right? We've all been
floor
there.
baggers is okay. I still do it once in a while.
Yeah,
I think my last one was a couple weeks ago, but it happens.
Yeah, I just smoked Bill, guys, like an hour ago.
It was 16 to 21. He did not smoke me whatsoever. Dude, whatever. Get out of here. All right, we got a little transition here. You ready for this? Our graphics guy, Derek Zivko, he made up a new thing. Don't know if I like it yet, but you guys check this out.
All right.
Dude, I don't know if
I miss my mustache, man. Guys, I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing the mustache back, folks. That thing was a hit, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
you
need
to keep
identity.
I didn't know that there's so much that comes with the mustache.
You could do the Trevor Broom, though. Have you seen his broom where he lets it grow out and it's super straight right across here and it's always super clean? Like, you have to shave every day. I don't want to get too
heavy in the mustache game, to be honest. I just kind of want to float one and just have it going on.
I kind of changed my beard game a little bit.
It's straight as an arrow, man. Bill trimmed it up. He went from Billy Goat to just Bill with a beard, man.
Yeah, I got to get that ducktail going on though. So, okay, well, this is what people are probably here for anyway. So.
All right, guys, the topic today. So we put out a poll, right, with a few different things, and I'll mention all of them. We talked about the minimum age of ACL pros, right, because you have to be 16 or older. Only 24 people get in if they're less than 16 years old as a pro in the ACL. It didn't hit all the votes, so we won't talk about it, but that was the topic. The third place topic was, should bag companies have to make their own bags, which is a conversation we would love to have because that's near and dear to our heart, guys. But that one took third place, and we said we'd probably only take 2. I said only vote for 2. We'll see if we have time for 2.
Yeah, we're going to go with number 1, and then if we have
second place was sponsorships, just in general, which we have a ton of stuff on. And the first place one, guys, which was a new ruling we found out through Facebook Messenger from a pro, Messenger said, what do you think about ACO pros not having to play pool play next year?
Right.
For those who are uneducated on what pool play is the singles and doubles tournament you play before you get into the main bracket or the tier play of the tournament. So the main bracket's the only place you can make any money. You have to place top 12 out of 32 in your pool play to move on to the main bracket, which is the money tournament. It's how you make money. It's how you make pro status. You have to have 13th place, at least 13th places this last year just to make it in. Christy Claire, what's up? And so that's what pool play is, guys. We found out that ACO pros, which I'll read the ruling here in a second. What we were told is ACO pros will not have to play pool play in season 19. So, Bill, do you want to read the rule, or do you want to talk about what you think immediately and what everybody thinks?
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute because we had, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 comments, somewhere around there.
More than that, I think 60.
So, 60 comments about it. And there was a lot of speculation going on in those comments too. And it's worth it just to talk about some of that speculation. So I think the comments that I liked the most were, somebody asking, well, if pros take up those extra slots and there's only supposed to be about 33% of players in that tier 1, do they reduce that for pool play? Instead of 12 making it, do 8 get to make it at that point?
Right.
And stuff like that. And that is, complete speculation by everybody. We had no idea what was going to happen either. But Dylan, our PR guys got the in with some people. So, those comments I saw in there, and then I started thinking about it too. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'd kind of have a problem with that too, right? If they reduce the amount of spots that players that just show up and try to play and aren't pros yet and are trying to aspire to be those pros and stuff like that, if they reduce those for those people and just let pros in there, that's an issue with me.
Yeah,
I don't think
Danny,
that's right.
We're gonna get to that. I promise you. What up, Xavier? What up, Danny? We're gonna get to that. I'm gonna give you the full information. I have it. And when I heard that ruling, and it was only speculation when I didn't know what the ruling was, my issue with it is to qualify as a pro is based off your points. To make the main bracket alone is 31 points, right?
Right. And so you're guaranteed 31 points per major.
Which you can't win, right? You can't make pro with just making it into the main bracket. But what it does is it seeds you higher at the beginning of the season, right? Because you're earning 31 points just to show up. So say you go to the first 3 majors, we're already at 93 points. You know what I mean?
Just
when
to
some
show
people have to fight just to get in.
Could you register and not even show up and still get your 31?
I don't think so. Okay. I don't think so.
All right.
What up, Gavin Kirk? And so that was my worry, is that it's going to deter players that are new to the ACO or getting into the sport and getting better, because it's harder to get in and it's harder to make pro. If that is the precedence of what's going on, it would be much harder to make pro, but easier for an already pro to continue to keep their pro status, because at that point you probably only have to win about 2 games and you're guaranteed a 13th or so. And now we're in a shoe-in every major. You were closer and closer. You have to win less games to earn a better ranking or better standings in that major to move forward with points. And that was my issue with it, right? Is that you're not going to get as many new players because it's like, well, these pros already have the end of the main bracket, man. And then the possibility of the spots being limited and all that stuff came into play. And I was like, this is not good for
the spots
new
being
players.
Limited would be a huge issue. For me personally, I think that is not the right, I guess, way to go with something like this rule change, right? If the spots are limited and stuff like that. Another thing is, how many times have we seen pro players in tier 2?
A great example that was brought up in the comments, or maybe it was just in the chat with me, I don't know if it was, but we saw Isaac Hurt get knocked into tier 2 in Knoxville by Steve Hayes. I know Steve Hayes. I know Steve Hayes is a great thrower. Would I pick him to beat Isaac Hurt? Maybe once out of 10. But what the thing is once out of 10 happens.
That was that once.
Once out of 10 happens, guys. And that's what makes pool play so exciting, is you go, wait, who didn't make it?
Yeah.
Who didn't make it? You know what I mean?
You hear a huge sigh of relief across the entire freaking field when something like that happens, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, man. All right, that dude's out. We are good. And who's throwing awesome today? And you can kind of look back and see those things. So that's that's a point of contention for me.
I want to play a little bit of devil's advocate on, let's say, the Steve Hayes situation itself. Does that gas out Steve Hayes because he gets such a high winning that game that now when he moves into the main bracket because he's beat such a good pro, does the adrenaline drain from you, right? And then you have to regain it in the main bracket to beat other good opponents. This is my caveat to it, right? To add to it, like, hey, I beat 2 really tough pros. I saw Tommy Hewitt beat Austin Cameron to get in. You know what I mean? I think he still played a great tournament. But would those matches possibly drain a lower level player because they've already beat big names and now, oh crap, we got to go play more big games. We got to keep making this happen.
It could be pretty crazy doing something like that. We got, we had a comment here just a second ago that I wanted to see. Did you miss it? It's something that makes a regular Joe, it's tougher for that person to make pro status.
That's what Chris Norris said. Yeah, Chris Norris said that. Yeah.
100%, I agree. Patrick says I get both sides of it. One, you had to earn that, that 80, which is hard to do, and this is a perk. And I understand that side of it too. I know it's a perk, and I think it's a very good perk for somebody that's had that pro status. But you know what else is a perk? Pro Series.
Yeah.
Right? It's a tournament that only pros get to play, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't have to pay to get into it.
They play for free.
And you have a chance of winning $5,000.
Yes, they play the frame games, right? The 13 rounds and the top 16 or 32 scores, I don't remember now. I think it's 16 scores get into the main bracket of the Pro Series. Then they play for, I think it's $2,000 or $2,500 last season, somewhere in that ballpark for free. And that's an event only for pros already, right? So you're saying we have that perk. Now we have perk number 2,
big perk too. That perk number 2. It's a huge perk. So okay, let's. I think this is the time. Let's read. The
I want to say one more comment and now I forgot it.
No.
It was from Harcrow. Jack Harcrow said what he thinks the reason, one of the good things behind this is it brings more pros to the smaller majors because you don't have to pay all that money and go out there and possibly not make it into the main bracket, which I think should never be a thought in your mind as a pro that you're not going to make the main bracket, right? But I understand what he's saying is, hey, I paid all this money. I'm 32 in the world or whatever you are. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I didn't make it because I, say I played Isaac because he had not a lot of points, and then I played Austin Cameron because he had no points. You know what I mean?
It's
and I got
part of the
taken
bracket.
out. But it's part of the game. Anybody can win at any time, and that's what we love about the sport. And that's the comment we made as a CBC team is, what we love about the sport is the upsets are crazy, and you don't know when they're going to come or where they're going to come. We saw Dakota Payne in freaking the Worlds, dude.
Crazy, right? Who I never heard Dakota Payne's name in my life.
Was not pretty much a shoe-in? I wouldn't say a shoe-in, but to make the Final Four, most people would bet Gary Bearpaw's name is in there. Instead, he takes 5th because a guy, Dakota Payne, gets his way in there. Also makes his pro status, not a top 80 player, makes his pro status at Worlds by taking 4th place in the world. So that's what we love about the sport.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. And I understand, Jack's point, right? Harcrow saying that it's rewarding for this, and sometimes you could be put through the buzzsaw and you have to play Isaac Hurt first, and then or Isaac Hurt beat Caleb Hurt, and he's in the losers bracket, and you just messed up your first game, and now you got to play Caleb Hurt for your second round. So something like that. So I understand that point, So think about that for a minute, right? If you have to play those two, you have to beat those two people to be first.
Yeah.
Are we trying to get first?
I think you should always be trying to get first, in my opinion.
Well, then you have to beat them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If you're doing pool play, you have to beat them twice.
But so to make top 80, you would have to get, I'd say, somewhere around top 10, right?
I think for this season,
at least 4 majors.
You had 4 13ths, right? Okay. And maxed out regionals. You made it by the cusp.
And so somebody that's just trying to get that pro status, which I understand, I'd never try to be number 1. I just someday, hopefully, get a pro jersey. So, and that's why I lend credit to, Jack Harcrow's point on something like that, which is I know I'm probably not going to beat the absolute best, but if I can end somewhere around 10th or 13th, right, I have that chance to get my freaking jersey, which would be cool too.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand that side of it. I think it is a rewarding thing for pros to be able to just show up and be in the main bracket and stuff like that. Yeah. But let's go through these actual rules so we can stop the speculation. Everybody knows exactly what this rule change is.
Okay. Do you want me to read the message that I sent out?
I want you to read
the message I received.
The exact message that we received.
Okay. So what we received. Not going to name names. I have an inside source, PR Guy 1, okay, over here at CBC. I'm PR Guy number 1. All right, got some sources. I cannot reveal my sources. Bill, do you know the 2 rules of life? Never reveal everything you know.
It's so funny that you tell me that this week.
All right, that's it. All right, guys. So, this is the message I got. Here you go, brother. All confirmed and cross-checked via every person. All pros will move to the main bracket, yes, as a way to reward pros for earning that status. Once again, all pros, folks.
We're going to talk about this in a minute.
Okay.
We're going to talk about this in a minute.
We will continue to take 12 out of each pool, so 12 of 32. I mean, assuming that the pools stay at 32, right? To allow more players, what is this guy? Hyphen, correct?
The
no,
backslash?
that's, what is this guy? Parentheses.
Where is it at? Let me see.
Parentheses, new to the ACO, or those who have run into buzzsaws, which is a good word you use, Bill, good vernacular.
I think
in
I
very
used it.
early rounds, close parentheses, to have a better shot to make it out of pool play. That is the message I received. I said thank you. Tune in tomorrow.
So, confirmed. They're not going to reduce the amount of people that make it into Tier 1.
Right.
They're actually going to expand that by however many pros show up to a tournament.
Exactly.
Okay, so Tier 1's going to be bigger than it has ever been.
Yes.
Okay. Another piece of information we learned from that is all pros.
All pros.
You told me something that I had no idea, and I still don't believe this is true. I have no idea. So you tell me.
And the question I asked, so that people know exactly what question I asked to make sure that this was the thing, I said, does this ruling include non-ranked pros outside of the top 80, and does it include the previous season's pros considering their pro status lasts for 2 seasons? If you are a pro or have been a pro or know the ACO rulings, I knew this because I did some CO time.
Right.
I've worked for some pro status for about half the season last year, so I was pretty aware of what was going on.
Yeah.
Your pro status lasts for 2 years. So if you were a pro in season 18, and let's say you didn't make it for season 19, you are still a pro. You have to buy your pro jersey, right? You don't get it for free like a top 80 pro does, right? Just like earning it at Worlds. You have to pay for your pro jersey, but those pros are, from the texts that I've received from my very exclusive source, they are included. So we are talking about at a major like Owensboro, where there's 500, and this year possibly 600, possibly 700 players.
Yeah,
we're gonna see 100.
I mean,
to
if you have 2 years
pros.
of pros, and I just want to say that is rock solid evidence there that you got.
The information is, it's not a source that I'm like I'm 90%, I'm 100% here. I mean, I would go 99.9 because that's the same as Lysol, so just about that good.
What's going on, Kayla? It's good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah,
you said we were told this at the Mobile Major by Mr. Frank the Tank. No secrets. Yeah, but there was still a lot of speculation going on out there. But I didn't know anything about this, but the speculation was like, do they reduce the brackets? What pros can go, or is it just a numbered pro, like an actual ranked pro, or is it pros that made it during Worlds?
Like somebody brought up, is it top 40,
or is it pros?
Is
season 17 pros going to be able to do it for season 19? They said all pros. So season 17 should be in the mix also. Right,
and look at Patrick Barger's right there. Wow, this is news to me because I didn't earn pro this year, but I'm still a pro for this year.
Right.
So I had no idea it was all of them. So Patrick Barger,
he loves the role change right now, man. Patrick, let's go.
Well, maybe he's not a big fan though. Maybe he's one of those guys, right? A lot of comments were, "You have to earn it. I want to earn it." Right. You know what I mean? Those were a lot of the comments. So, and I'm kind of on that side of things. But I've never been a pro, so maybe if I was a pro, my mind would change. Like, I don't want to play these scrubs anymore, which is completely false in the cornhole world. We all know that up-and-comers will come out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
We've already talked about Dakota Payne.
Chloe Arrington.
No
idea about
Zach
her
Rush
in my
2
life.
years ago. Who was Zach Rush 2 years ago?
That's what I'm saying.
Now he's number 9 in the world.
Talked about everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy. Won Bradenton, Florida. Singles.
Yeah, he won Florida Major. Yeah. He won his bracket in Cincinnati Major as well. Won 2 games against Jeremiah Ellis, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, but these people can come out of nowhere, folks. So some people want to play those people. Other people are like, hey, man, I kind of want to chill where I'm at, get myself in the main bracket. I'll talk to them later once they earn their spot, once they get to me, once they make it up the stairs to where I'm at. It's kind of, and there's two mindsets there,
So if you're only playing singles and doubles, you don't have to show up till afternoon Saturday.
Pretty much.
That's another thing, right?
You're going to get more players,
like,
right?
You could play co-ed, you could play, you could play all the other stuff too.
Fridays,
and Pro Series, yeah.
But there's only, from what I understand, there's only 5 Pro Series majors. So
I did see a comment that said, well, I don't like that because I'm going to be coming in cold.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
that was
Is somebody?
I think Gavin Kirk.
You're right. That didn't get pool play and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with that, but you're also going to come in rested too. I mean, these everybody knows how it is at a major. You show up, you get there right when the freaking doors open, you start throwing bags. You don't sit down. You just keep throwing. When pool play goes on, you try to find a board that you can throw on. If you can't find a board, you don't play.
Yeah, but
right?
we know if pool play is going on, open boards at a lot of majors is few and far between.
That's what I'm saying. You
know?
try to look for them,
Yeah.
but you usually won't be able to get one and get warmed up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But still, the people that are playing those pool play, while they may be warm, dude, they're on their feet all day. They're throwing bags all day. You cannot tell me you don't get so freaking tired doing stuff like that.
Todd Gammon in the chat. Wendy Barge. We got to catch up on some
Let's go,
comments
Todd.
real quick. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook, man? What's going on,
Yeah,
folks?
what is going on?
What did these people say, Bill?
I don't
What are
know.
they
You
talking
said
about?
you have the
Oh, well,
chat.
you got it right there. I can see you.
All right, Xavier. Oh man, this chat is moving quick. Xavier Williams says, "Yes, I totally get it for new players to come out and play and not have to face big players off the bat in pool play. But me being a player and just now getting my pro status, I feel like I should have to earn it to get out of pool play, not just the freebie to advance to the main." So I mean, and we saw that.
I get it.
We saw a comment like that. I get it, and that's why this is a little bit of a contentious issue right here, is because some people feel so strongly about it. Like, yeah, you had to work through all sorts of pros and everything to get your status this year, and next year people are still going to have to work through pros to get it.
Yeah.
But they, the pool play. I don't want to say it's going to be a little bit lighter, but if there are no pros, I know, but you never really know what pool you're in and who you're playing.
I've been in some nasty ones. Todd Gammon's already trying to stir the pot, Bill. So the good part is a lot of people that wouldn't make the main bracket now make the main bracket, and he's talking about pros. I mean, but Todd's right.
But it happens.
It happens. It really does. It really does. Want to know something else? Chip said if 2 random pros go and play doubles, they get a pass to main bracket as well. I didn't know it included doubles. I didn't only asked about singles, to be honest. Another day, folks.
Yeah, I thought.
I don't want
to
speculate on that. I have no idea because any pros playing doubles get into the main bracket. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that type of information right there. So that's new info to us, if that is true. And it seems like you have the good info there, Chip.
Yeah, here's Danny Wellman said like in Massachusetts I had to play Matt Gammon and Jack Harcrow in his pool play to get out.
Yeah,
is that rough?
Is that very rough?
And Danny Wellman, just a slight shout out, Danny Wellman. No disrespect, but Danny Wellman took 81st in the world, Bill. 81st.
Oh, he's bubble boy.
But he made pro at Worlds.
Yeah.
Right. Danny Wellman, shout out, CBC family member right there, CBC thrower. Danny Wellman, you're the man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's crazy, dude. That is absolutely insane. So,
it's a tough one. I mean, there's both sides.
Are we for it or are we against it? And I say we. You're not going to make up my mind. I'm asking you. Are you for it or against it?
Personally, I'm against it. I'm a person who wants to earn it all the time. We had the same conversation when we talked about regional points being thrown away and a lot of pros being into your regionals. It is what it is, folks. You know what I mean? If you have a tough pool play and you don't like it, what's the option? Play better. I mean, that's it.
Practice more, play better.
That is it. And
throw CBC.
And in my opinion, what we talk about a lot, you learn more when you lose than when you win. Does it suck? Sure. Do you not make your pro status like Danny Wellman by 1 spot? Does that suck because you ran into Harco and Gammon? Yes. But what lessons did we learn?
That's tough.
You know what I mean? What lessons did we learn, though?
Yeah.
Because I think you learn more lessons when you lose than when you win. If I was number 1 in the world, I would still want to play pool play. I also think pool play comes with meeting new people, showing that you're the same as everybody else because you have to play pool play, right? Yeah. It's not just now pros walk in the building late, right? Everybody knows who they are because they're coming in late, right? So, hey, I'm over here trying to play my pool play. Here comes Todd Gammon in the building rolling his Zuka around because he's had 6 hours more sleep than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Todd's going to come super refreshed.
Yeah.
He's going to grab a beer.
Bud Lights.
Yeah, 16, yeah, exactly. Todd's been watching it on his phone in his hotel bed while everybody else is playing. You know what I mean? He's watching CBC court, obviously, but
Todd said right here, hell, I'm not stirring the pot. I'm just saying it is a lot easier to make the main bracket if the top 100 players aren't playing in pool play. Oh, that's what he's saying, right? So yeah, a lot more. Yeah, I mean,
No, exactly. Now
The
you're going to
pools
hear.
are the main
You know that's
brackets
a
are going
big
to be huge.
against us plebs, right? And not pros. When we're in pool play and you make the main bracket, that's a big thing to tell your cornhole group, right?
Yeah.
You run around and you're like, dude, I made it. I made freaking main bracket. I made tier 1. But you tell everybody,
Now,
everybody's super excited.
huh?
That's something you could message out.
You need a re-up?
What about this year? Yeah, I don't know if we show that on stream.
Oh,
yeah, well, I don't know.
Sponsored by
I don't
Tin
know the
Cup.
rules. I don't know. Yeah, we're sponsored by Tin Cup. We're trying to get it sponsored by Tin Cup anyway. Delicious whiskey.
Yeah, not bad, folks. Not bad at all.
That's the thing, though. Now, when people like make the main bracket or tier 1 or something like that, is it as special?
Obviously not. Because
Because
back in the day, you'd almost have to be at least a pro or somebody really close to make it in the main bracket. Now you're not going to see any of them.
right.
Maybe somebody from 3 years ago, right? They used to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Who knows where they're at
It's
now?
going to be a lot easier to make the main bracket.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I remember my first major that I went to, the only one that I actually played singles in, right? That was the only one. I made the main bracket first time. And I was so freaking excited.
Bill plugged himself.
I didn't even
Not
know
surprised.
but I didn't even know what it was to make a main bracket. And then Fergie comes up to me, he's like, I didn't make the main bracket in my first 5 that I went to. And it was my first one. I was super excited. Never played another one, though.
Yeah. Sebastian, to answer your question, they are adding more. It's the same amount of people per pool play. Still 12 of 32 get in. So the main brackets are going to be massive if a lot of pros show up to the tournament. And once again, all pros. That includes season 18 pros
Right.
and season 19 pros who qualified at Worlds, which also includes season 18 pros that qualified at Worlds. Any pro of the last 2 seasons is eligible to now get into a main slot into the main bracket.
Yeah.
A fast pass, if you would say, if you've been to Disneyland. You get that fast pass? You ever been to the fast pass line at Disneyland, Bill?
You know what?
That's what they got now. They got the fast pass. That's what I'm calling it.
Dude, we went down there. Okay, this
We're
is
putting
a
fast pass on CBC jerseys.
complete side story. We went down there. The first day was absolutely terrible. We went to Universal Studios. First day was absolutely terrible. I had to go to customer service because I was so angry about it.
Oh, man.
Walked in there. Dude, they gave me not just fast passes for the entire time that we were there, but they gave me, like, even the lines that fast passes don't work on, I got that ticket for it.
Bill.
So, dude, after that, we were able to go all the way in front. It was so good.
Guys, Bill was the male version of a Karen, a.k.a. Kevin.
No, you have no idea. No, you have no idea what happened to us. It was absolute. We got kicked out of the park. Literally everything for nothing that we did. It was ridiculous.
How was your hair gel?
Hair gel. It's always on point.
Okay.
Always on point. Okay. All right. So there were a couple more points that we wanted to talk about on this. I think.
I mean, the main bracket's going to be huge. Pool play.
That's good for us.
But the problem is that the tournaments are going to last longer now.
Yeah.
Right? Because at one point I thought it would reduce the tournament play, right? Because the pools are, not as many players, which it should, I guess. It will reduce the pool play time.
It'll reduce the amount of pool brackets.
Yes. So then, but the main bracket will last longer because there's going to be more players, which means, are there more split brackets of main brackets? We've never seen more than 4 main brackets, right? And on a points reasoning, 4 makes math sense, right? I'm a math guy. 4 is good. If you have
You're not
5,
I'm an accountant. Chase, you missed a lot, brother. You're gonna have to rewatch.
Chase, I love you.
Yeah, Chase is in here. Love you too, brother.
But main bracket's going to take a lot longer, which is really great for us because we're going to catch a lot more matches, folks. And CBC, once it starts, it's on.
It's definitely good for us because we're gonna be able to stream so many more games.
Yeah.
The
good news is awesome. Me and Bill could play pool play. If we make main bracket, you guys don't get a stream.
Yeah. We may be doing that. And I don't know. Do we play? Only if we win a couple. If we win a couple regionals.
When we get close to the season, guys, we'll make a poll if Bill and I should play some doubles together and try to make a run, and also play some singles. But singles is tough. Like doubles, it's all tough.
And if we do, we're putting Derek and Thomas live on stream they will commentate.
I thought we were putting in like Frank Gears and Patrick Barger.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. No. Patrick.
Todd Gammon and Chris Norris. I mean, we'll pick names out of a hat.
Hold on. We got to think of the best team ever. What's the best team of pros that you would want while we're still in to be able to broadcast?
Like, you want me to be serious or be funny?
Be funny.
Oh man, you gotta have Miles McClendon, man, and April Clemens. That would be a combo right there.
I thought I had a good one. I'm not gonna say it. I can't say it. I can't say it.
Oh, you gotta say it now.
No, I can't.
Oh, come on, Bill. This is
no,
raw.
I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I know.
You're killing me.
Oh man, I have very good ones for this. They could
right.
commentate in our place. But I can't do it.
Chris, you guys can't commentate, Chris, because I watched they did a bourbon tournament yesterday, Bill, a Battle of the Bardstown up in Louisville.
Yeah.
Pretty cool tournament. They live streamed it. It was a pretty good little stream. But these guys curse like sailors on the freaking stream,
Dude, this
man.
is a family show.
Professional, brother. Simmer down. I get it. You guys are in Louisville doing your Bardstown thing, you know. You got to simmer down, man.
Yeah.
You can't. They were going out of control, man. No filter.
Yeah, Patrick says I can think of one. Yeah, I'd like to see Patrick on the old mic. Well, we got to get him in there one day. One day when you get tier 2 from pool play. Oh wait, that's not gonna happen anymore. One day where you have time, we'll bring you in, brother.
Okay. Said who's the 4th elite? New topic. Get out of here.
Oh, don't even start that.
Soon.
Don't even start.
Very
soon.
To be revealed soon.
Yeah.
Chase already revealed we have a 4th elite. What a butthead.
I know. What are you doing? Oh man, that's funny.
Chase is calling us out. Oh, Scotty Ball said Fergie and Bryce on the commentating.
Oh my gosh.
That's terrible.
Just Fergie commentating.
Just
him.
You wouldn't hear anything. He'd be off and around and just saying hi to people the whole time.
The stream would go down.
All right, guys, let's recap though.
Wait. The stream would go down in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know what to click. It would just
chance.
go. Okay.
No chance.
All right, recap. Read the rules one more time, just so we're not putting out any bad information whatsoever.
Okay, one more time, folks. This is the official news. Okay, from the beginning. Here you go, brother. All confirmed and cross-checked via every department. All pros will move to the main bracket. All pros will move to the main bracket. Yes, as a way to reward pros for earning that status. ... Return button. We will continue to take 12 out of each pool. You know, if you hit the return button, it's like a big space.
Who calls it the return button?
That's what it says on my cell phone, man.
It's
IT
enter.
Guy 4.
The return. Right. That's like 1989 or something.
Bill.
People used to call it. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We will continue to take 12 out of each pool, which is 32, we are assuming, to allow more players new to the ACO or those who have run into buzzsaws in very early rounds to have a better shot to make it out of pool play. That is the ruling we have today. Well, confirmed yesterday.
Okay. You're against it?
I am. I want everybody to earn it. But that's just how I live life, you know? I want myself to earn it. I wake up to earn it every day. Regardless of what I've done.
I want to do a hard yes or a hard no on it. And it's very tough for me. Because if I was a pro, I'd sit there and I'd be like, I love the rule. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
But since I'm not a pro, I sit here and I'm just like, it's almost still good to me because if I was that person trying to get 10 to 13, if I'm that person right there, I can make the main bracket because I don't have to play pros in the main bracket.
Yep.
And then if I get lucky and win like 2 games in a row, you know what I mean? Like, I'm there. You know, like I could make it. If I get in that main bracket, win 2 in a row, you're pretty freaking close to where you need to be to make pro.
Yeah.
So that's where, like, if I was self-interested, right, and I just wanted to make pro the next year, I don't know, man. That's freaking tough. I'd say I'm probably against it just because change is weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a big change. I would like to see, if I were to modify the rule, let's talk about that just for a second. If I were to modify the rule, I would say top 20.
I'd say 40. You already have the Corny 40.
Okay.
They get free into Worlds.
You had that, ready to go, dude. You were just, waiting for me to say something. Okay, and I can agree. Top between top 20 and top 40, main bracket, that is what it is for those guys.
And I'd almost argue top 80 because you earned a ranked pro status. But top 80 of season 19.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not a huge fan of I'm okay with the 2-year pro status thing, right? Because maybe some stuff happens, you know what I mean? But you can still be a pro. You earned it the year before, blah, blah, blah. But getting them into the. I mean, we're going to talk about a lot of players in the main bracket right off the rip.
Right.
You know, which makes it easier for our picks, especially if the roll call comes out like this.
It's going to be tough in pool play though.
But I want to read Chase's comment.
I know. I want to read two of these, but it's going to be so tough in pool play because we're not going to know a lot of these people.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so the games that we expect people to win and things like that, it's going to be
see Bill Lorman and frickin' Dylan Ledbetter in frickin' main bracket, son.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
We probably got to throw like an 8-7.
All right, you read Chase's. I'm going to read Kim Dice's.
So Chase's, which this is something that nobody said, which is, I mean, great comment right here.
Yeah.
Pool play is almost the only time I get nervous. This is Chase Puckett, number 22 in the world. All right, singles major champion, and it disappeared. Gosh dang it, Bill.
Dude,
the only time I get nervous, I can't see it, but the only time I get nervous, making the main is such a reward.
The only time I get nervous is in pool play.
Right. Making the main is such a reward, something along these lines. I'm paraphrasing. I'm going to miss it.
Yeah.
I love that comment. And that is something from a pro, a top 40 pro, regardless of what rules we make, still wants to play pool play because it's the only time he gets nervous because you have spent the time and the money to get there, right? And you have to play a couple of games at a minimum just to have a chance to earn some money to possibly get yourself back home or to earn your pro status again or to do anything like that. You're a pro. There's a target on your back when you wear that pro jersey walking in the building. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
When I wasn't a pro,
dude,
when I wasn't a pro, I was a pro killer, son, around here. I'm telling you, I took out some folks, all right? I loved it.
I remember.
I'd rather play somebody in a pro jersey than a Joe Schmo any day, because I'm ready to show up against that dude, because that guy's going to bring the best out of me.
Plug who you beat.
No, man, we weren't even talking about that, but they were wearing their doubles world champion jerseys when Luke and I defeated the Hertz.
Yeah.
In Owensboro, not in pool play, in the main bracket.
And that's not it. You beat a Kyle Anderson and a Glover, too.
That was the year before, myself and Tori Benight. I've had some great wins in doubles, both at Owensboro.
Yeah.
So, Bill, we at least got to play pool play in doubles in Owensboro because we might make a run, son. But I love that. I love seeing a team like that. I mean, we saw Kevin Lemons and Jacob Story. We had no clue who they were. They took 5th in their doubles bracket or doubles main or something like that. And they were knocking out teams and we were like, holy crap, man. Yeah. Who are these guys? You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about Corey Shook? I mean, that dude was insane, dude.
A lot of people were asking about doubles. I want to be super honest.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about was, third bag block, Kim Dice was in here. She said, what about doubles? Haven't heard anything on that. The only thing that we've heard on doubles comes from Chip Garrett, so I'm going to hold him to this, and I'm going to call him out on this one. He said as long as it's 2 pros, they skip the pool play. That's what he said in here.
But what if you have, I'm going to name a team. Because I already know.
And that is complete speculation on my end.
Jerry Stallions, Russell Tavers. Russell's a pro. Jerry's not a pro. They're a Top Gun 20 team. Do they make it in?
No, they don't.
Well, we don't know, though.
Well,
let's be honest.
From what Chip said, a pro can match up with another pro. Right, but that's complete speculation.
We have no idea.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
I
know a lot of people are asking. I know, and it would be good to go down that rabbit hole. But that's something that if we don't have the right information on that, I don't want to be speculating too.
Jack Harcrow's in here. Jack, we already talked about what you said. All right, we talked about it. Jack messaged us.
Where's he at? Where are you at?
Well,
Jack?
I just see that he's watching. He hasn't commented.
Oh, okay.
Yet.
It's good to see you, Jack.
He's probably driving his truck. Don't text and drive, Jack. Unless you got hands free.
Greg Scott said that's not what I wanted to hear. I still get nervous in pool play because I want main bracket so bad. Just haven't figured out how to channel that into good yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
the main bracket is so rewarding, man. What Chase said hits the nail on the head. You know what I mean? For every single player that comes in there, regardless of what your ranking is, making it out of the main bracket is. I mean, usually a lot of people don't even drink in the pool play. You know, because it's early in the morning, right? You haven't eaten anything. You're waking up. You're psyched up, but you're also nervous, right? And you got to win 2 games.
Super nervous. You get there when the door's open and just throw to win those.
And something I want to say about this, and this is the reason I don't like it, Bill, is I want to use an example here. Mr. Nick Gardner, folks, at Worlds, right? When Worlds is an exception, a special rule there. Nick doesn't make it out. Nick's a great player, finished around the 90s somewhere, right? Really close. Didn't make it. Okay, doesn't make it out of the main bracket, or doesn't make it into the main bracket, but they decide for Worlds, if you win Tier 2, you get in. Nick runs a gauntlet through Tier 2, right? Wins Tier 2, then plays well enough to earn his pro status
Crazy.
in the main bracket, folks.
Crazy.
And these are the stories I'm looking for. And this kind of stuff may be eliminated.
And he did that. We watched him do that.
We watched him win freaking Tier 2 singles.
Get his pro status at Worlds after he got dropped back in pool play. Freaking crazy.
Oh my!
Nick Gardner's a hog, dude.
Cinderella story if there ever was one in cornhole, folks.
And now he doesn't ever have to play pool play. Well, not ever again. He doesn't have to play pool play for the next 2 years.
2 years.
So as we know it may just be a rule this year. We have no clue. What I honestly, I loved that rule at Worlds to where if you win Tier 2 or you get to move up.
But you can't do it at every major because they run simultaneous and you slow down the main bracket.
Yeah, that's a big thing. You can't do that.
You can't do it at a regular. There's Nigel, man. Nigel, you get your bags yet, man?
Nigel, did you get it? I looked. I saw that they were in California. It's been a week so far.
Gosh, dang.
But I look, dude, I'm checking up on you, brother. I hope you freaking get those bags. I hope I did everything right. I had to fill out a custom sheet for it and everything. I don't know what's going to happen, brother. But, dude, I'm watching and tracking with you, brother.
Yeah. Jack Harker said he's at a local cornhole gathering. Jack, are you in, what up, Swink? Is Jack not at Field of Dreams?
Dude, Swink's finally... Man, I saw Swink up at the Kentucky tournament. I haven't talked to him damn since.
No, Swink be following us, man. Swink's a great dude. Oh, Booker
always
comes with some
Booker, let's go with the new
You got to read Booker's comments because Booker's comments are always fire. I don't know why that guy thinks. Okay, he's a thinker.
Yeah, Booker, dude, I love Booker. Yeah, he's awesome. He said with the new rules, they need to do pool play on Friday nights to allow more time for the larger main tournament brackets. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. I look, the pros and stuff like that. We've seen it numerous times. They travel on Thursdays. They listen to us while they're traveling. Yeah. We've had lots of comments when people are going to their majors and stuff like that. But the person that just shows up on that, what I mean, just Saturday those morning, days to try to make that singles and doubles that doesn't have that co-ed partner and stuff like that. That's tough for them.
Yeah,
because they may stay one night rather than two, or if somebody's local or 2 hours away and has to work that Friday. Yeah.
Like our Clarksville players, right? Let's talk about just us in general. We're only 2 hours from Owensboro. So if you can't play Friday, like I really can't play Friday at all. You know what I mean? You can come up early Saturday morning, play pool play, get your pro status at Worlds.
Right.
That could have happened. So I get what you're saying, Booker. I agree to a sense, but I think you get more players by having everything singles and doubles on Saturday.
Yeah.
For the majors. Just my opinion.
I think we're good. I really wanted to do sponsorships also, since that was the next hot topic on there.
Yeah.
I think I want to save that for next week.
We do have next week, folks.
I have a lot of thoughts on sponsorships and stuff like that.
Yeah, sponsorships will be a hot topic as well.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a hot topic. Who should be sponsored? What are the benefits of sponsorship? What should you get for being a phenomenal player? And then what should the company get too?
And as a new bag company, we have what we bring to a sponsorship conversation is absolutely no experience.
Zero.
Experience.
Absolutely zero. We could tank our company sponsoring people. We have no freaking
clue. The deals we have right now.
Look, I'm an accountant, so I don't know. Maybe we do tank it, maybe we don't. I guess I'm a bad accountant if we do.
If we do tank, but we think we're set up okay.
We think we're gonna be okay. We just don't know any sort of benefit. So
I'm telling you right now, CBC's biggest problem, guys. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this straight up. CBC's biggest problem is caring about the players too much. And that's not to be corny. If Bill wasn't the accountant, I would have given everybody a sponsorship by now and we'd be broke. I'm not even kidding. And Bill would too if he didn't have accounting experience because we care about the players.
We would be broke
that much. Yeah, I mean, we want to see the sport succeed and the players succeed more than ourselves most of the time. We just care like that, Yeah. And we hope that everybody, if you're not sponsored by us, which is not very many people, we don't have a lot of money, guys. All right, it is what it is. But we hope everybody gets the deal they deserve. We know that's not realistic. You know what I mean? But
if it was just Dylan, we would be out of business.
I'd give you guys all our money. I would, man. I played well for a little bit, but I don't know. I had a different mindset, man. I had a sponsorship for a hot second where I just got my registration fees paid for singles and doubles, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
I thought it, and I had somebody telling me, oh, you could get more. I didn't care about more. I was like, dude, I'm getting paid a couple dollars to play cornhole, man. I was like, dude, I made it.
I think next week we get that. Oh man, we got Kalahar TNT. What's going on, dude? It's good to see you, brother. Hey, did you get that printer yet? We talked about it. You better freaking have it.
Yeah, Craig.
Got to be business as usual, is what Patrick says. Yeah. I mean, business is. I mean, there's got to be a trade-off, right? There's definitely.
See, Swing said, "Send me some bags. I'm ready to send them right now, man."
Send me some bags. Yeah. Dylan's gonna send them tonight.
On my dime.
And then, yeah. So we got. I don't know. I think that's going to be next week's topic. We'll talk about sponsored players and stuff like that.
It had a lot of votes.
I don't mind discussing our specific deals and things like that. What we have with players and
by next week we'll be sewn up. We'll be sewn up pretty much.
Honestly, I have no idea what any other bag company does with the players that they sponsor. I say we, but I looked at our budget. I looked at what I believe that we can afford next year, and then we made decisions based off of what I believe we can afford.
Yeah.
We'll talk about our story. We'll be pretty legit.
We're
next
raw,
week.
Man.
Yeah.
We're raw.
Yeah. We'll talk about our story. We'll talk about different players, not naming any names or anything like that, but we'll talk about different players and the amount of monies and stuff like this, and we'll try to.
I just wanted to say we had one top player, come up to us and tell me he wanted $12,000. I mean,
right.
we don't have $12,000.
Yeah,
we just give to one player, guys. It's just, it makes no sense for our company. You have to give us $12,000 of value, and we don't think that's happening right now by anybody.
Right.
To be honest, I mean.
And we'll
get into it.
We'll get into that next week. I think that's going to be a great topic. Look for maybe next Wednesday a post, and if there's questions that you guys want answered, like, hey, how can I become a sponsored person? Hey, what's the best way to do this? What looks good for me to do that? Things like that. I would love to answer those questions and kind of get through it. Like Lynn Swink saying, just send me bags. You know what I mean? That's
what are you doing for us, Swink? What are you doing for us, man? Come on.
I'm just that's
$80 of value.
I know
Swink.
He's messing around. I'm just
Swink's
messing around with him too, dude. I like Swink. Swink's a good guy,
Patrick
man.
Roger, we'll give you $1, maybe. It's a maybe.
Yeah.
If you make the main bracket. Yeah. You get it? Because he does. He makes the main bracket.
But I think this is a good topic next week. Hey, you guys, we're about to sign off. If you're still with us anyway, please hit the like button. Share this if you can. We got a lot of good people talking here. We want to grow this community. We want to grow the family. I know a lot of you guys have your own clubs and stuff like that out there, and we hope to bring you good content every week. So seriously, if you guys could, just the like button helps us out. Just a share to a couple people, it helps us out. So we would appreciate it if you do that. Again, we're on YouTube also. I probably have 0 views on this video on YouTube, but again, we're trying to build it. We got to start somewhere. So if you guys could go over there too.
I just want to say something. When we talk about us building, we want everybody to build. Okay, folks? And when I say everybody, I'm talking about other bad companies, the players.
100%. Dude.
The ACO, ACL, TCL, MLC. We are here to build cornhole. Right. Why we do what we do. I mean, we don't just make bags. We do a podcast. We do a broadcast. We do all this stuff because we think this is what's best for the entire sport, right? And we hope other people do the same thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because this is what's best for the sport right now.
Just prove.
Getting ourselves out there.
Just prove. So people think we're authentic and stuff like that. Just prove. Let's go to this flyer right here. Sponsored by Lucky's and 270. This isn't sponsored by us. We're trying to get people to play freaking cornhole.
Yeah.
I don't care what bag maker or who it's sponsored by. We want people to show up there. We want people to play. We want new people to love the game. And that's something I really would like to say. Hopefully we got a couple viewers in here anyway. That's something I'd really like to say. If you're at a blind draw, if you're at a new place, and you play with somebody and they throw a freaking 0, smile. Say, hey, if you keep practicing, in a month, you'll beat 30% of the people here.
Yeah, or give them your
in
tips,
3 months, you're going to beat 50% of the people.
Yeah.
Like, bring people in. Do not kick them out of the sport. We want to grow the entire thing.
Yeah.
So, 100%.
Good call, Bill. Yeah, Hey, if you have a bad attitude with a blind draw partner, either don't show up to them or work on fixing it, guys, because we need to grow this sport. Because if you guys are somebody who has an attitude because you get a bad blind draw partner, That's because you want to win money. If you want to win money, the whole sport needs to grow, which means you need to be a good player to everybody so that more players come in, so that more money comes into the sport, which then gets to you as a good player. I mean, it is a full circle, guys. I mean, how else could I explain that?
As soon as we get huge contracts, right? Huge contracts, and cornhole be in the Olympics, things like that. This sport is going to blow up. These $5,000 pro series are going to turn into $25,000 pro series. I mean, it's going to be insane. There is literally zero reason to stop anybody. And I'll tell you what, we'll just use Zach Rush as the freaking example, right? Because 2 years ago, we played with Zach Rush. We beat him. You smoked him. One night when he was in the king seat. I was in the king seat. He beat me. No. He was in the king seat. I beat him first game, and I'm like, bro, it's late. It was like 12:30. It was on like a Tuesday or something. I'm like, hey, can we stop? Is this cool? Can we just split the winnings? He's like, yeah, sure, let's split them. And then he asked to be the doubles partner. You know what I mean? We talked about it. We're like, hey, let's play doubles next year. That guy, we went to our first major together. I felt terrible because I don't know what happened. It was like overnight, this guy just woke up and could beat pros, beat anybody, and it was insane, dude. But it starts with what Bill's saying is for those pro series to go from 5K to 25K. It starts with you being respectful to your fellow players because we're all here for the same goal. First, to have fun, right? Right.
And this
100%.
is CBC, faith, family, and four baggers, right? Most of us don't make it to four baggers, all right? Most of us sit at four baggers, all right? To be honest. But if we treat everybody with respect and we're kind, we all have the common goal of growing the sport, then the money comes with that, folks. So the best message we can give is bring people in, be nice to them regardless of how good you are or how bad you are. We all started somewhere where we threw everything off the board.
Right.
I don't care if it was in your backyard 10 years ago with your family reunion. Somewhere you threw 4 bags off the board. You know what I mean? It's happened. So when that player comes into your building just because it's a big event, don't shy them away because they're new. You know what I mean? Bring them in. Show them how to throw. You know what I'm saying?
You're $10 losing with a blind draw.
Jeez,
when you win
$10,
15 freaking games out of the last 20 you played. Like just don't look. Grow the sport. The money's gonna freaking come. That's what we're trying to do. Please share this out. Please send this out. We love you guys. We're good, right?
If you're in Clarksville, Sankin and Drankin
tomorrow. We're gonna be there. Both of us gonna be there tomorrow.
Sankin and Drankin at the Flippin' Axe on Wilma Rudolph. 7 p.m. But show up. We'll be there by probably 6 or 6:30. 6:30, probably 6. Bill will be there.
I'll be there at 5.
All right, guys.
Hey,
CBC signing out. This is the Corn Slingers.
Out.